have just started our day. As usual, it's a beautiful sunrise happening in Central Serengeti. We start the morning in the Kubu Hill region of Central Serengeti, a place where the landscape blends into endless plains dotted with acacia trees. The roads are wet, a reminder of last night's rain. The region is teeming with wildlife, and we spot gazelles and zebras in abundance. Sometimes they graze together, sharing the rich grasslands. The Serengeti's morning light enhances the beauty of the scene, creating a perfect beginning to our safari adventure. We approach a group of topis grazing just beside the road. These antelopes are relatively common in the Serengeti and are known for their agility and speed. As they graze, we observe their playful interactions, nudging each other and occasionally locking horns in gentle competition. Pride of lions lies camouflaged in the tall grass, almost invisible against the golden landscape. In the distance, we spot a hyena clan feasting on the remains of a buffalo. Hyenas are often misunderstood, but they are skilled hunters and efficient scavengers. The clan works together, pulling at the buffalo carcass, each member fighting for a share of the prize. Near the carcass, a dead hyena lies on the ground, a likely victim of a territorial conflict with lions. This scene offers a raw glimpse into the Serengeti's food chain and the survival instincts of its inhabitants. As we continue our safari through the Central Serengeti, the landscape becomes even more breathtaking. A group of dwarf mongooses sits on a fallen tree bark. These social creatures rely on their group for protection. Some members act as sentinels, warning the others of any approaching danger. In the midst of the open savanna, we come across a rare sight, a patch of palm trees. We spot two lovebirds perched high on a dead tree branch. A red bishop, vibrant in color, flits through the bushes before taking flight, disappearing into the horizon. A gray heron stands motionless in the tall grass. two brown hornbills sit on a tree branch. One, a juvenile. These birds are known for their long lifespan and strong family bonds, with both parents often sharing responsibilities for the young. A troop of baboons blocks our path as they groom each other. One baboon picks dirt from the fur of another. A hoopoe hops across the grass, its crest raised as it searches for insects. An owl perches quietly in the branches of an acacia tree. A bat hangs upside down, motionless. This quiet scene represents the diverse wildlife that shares the Serengeti, each species adapted to its environment. The sausage tree, iconic in Africa, offers both shelter and food for wildlife. Driving across Central Serengeti, we are mesmerized by the endless savanna stretching out in all directions. The roads, still wet from the recent rain, are slick and slippery, adding a challenge to our journey. Jagged rocks rise in the distance, adding texture to the otherwise smooth landscape of grasslands and scattered trees, an iconic Serengeti vista. High in the branches of an acacia tree, a lion sleeps, its tail flicking occasionally. We have come to the cheetah plains. It's full of zebras, and to our surprise, we finally saw two cheetahs in the bank of the water hole in the cheetah plains. And see what a beautiful sight. So apparently this cheetah has lost 3 of its litters, and this is the only litter that's remaining. This litter seems pretty nice and healthy. No wonder this plain is called as Cheetah Plains. Mother cheetah lies down, rolling onto her back and stretching out in the soft grass. The cub, which had been trailing behind, suddenly rolls in the grass as well, copying its mother's movements. Then, with a burst of energy, it rushes toward her, a joyful leap marking the reunion. In these moments, the tender relationship between predator and offspring shines through. It's a reminder of the early stages of life, where play and affection lay the foundation for survival in the harsh Serengeti. cheetahs suddenly spot a gazelle, but their pursuit is unsuccessful. There are plenty of opportunities still, as gazelles roam freely across the plains. The backdrop of soft sunlight and dark clouds creates a stunning contrast, with animals scattered all over the plain. As we head towards the Grumeti River, even though it's the off-season, we encounter a beautiful sight: a herd of zebras playing in the dust. The reddish soil in this region adds to the stunning visual contrast. The drive continues, and we make our way to the Grumeti River.
We have reached the Grumeti River now, but the water flow is really big. We initially wanted to cross it, but of course the flow is so much we cannot cross the river.
So this is the river that one of is crossing July, August.
Yeah. So in July, August, is it more water or it's less water? Less water.
Less.
Okay. So all this water is coming from these mountains?
From the mountains.
Tributaries?
Yeah, and collects.
Yeah.
And it goes to Lake Victoria.
And the Nile crocodile is just masking with its mouth open. Fantastic. So now we are on the shores of Grumeti River. It's pretty warm out here, but it's fantastic. You can already see so many hippos and Nile crocodile in the river. The river is actually infested with Nile crocodile and hippos. Probably you just heard a hippo grunting. But we are having our lunch over here right now. Pretty amazing and cool place to have lunch. Only thing we have to be aware of is that no hippo is actually coming out of the water. That's the only thing we have to keep an eye for.
We begin our journey back, leaving the Grumeti River behind us. We spot a group of water bucks grazing in the grassland. Their brown coats blend with the greenery, but their white markings stand out. Two earth-ground hornbills walk along the road, one feeding the other. A go-away bird perches on the treetop before taking flight, disappearing into the dense branches. As the day starts to fade, we spot a small group of elephants grazing peacefully in the grasslands. Their large ears flap lazily as they pull at the tall grass, savoring the evening meal. The sight of these majestic creatures in the fading light is a poignant reminder of the Serengeti's timeless beauty. group of giraffes graze nearby, their long necks reaching high into the acacia trees. As the light dims further, we encounter a large herd of the buffaloes. They stand still, watching us carefully, their large horns casting shadows in the fading light, and we can sense the strength and unity of this formidable group as they wait in silence. As we exit the Serengeti, crossing the iconic Serengeti Gate, we feel a deep sense of connection to this wild, untamed land. It has been a journey filled with unforgettable sights and moments. We thank our viewers for joining us on this adventure, hoping to return again soon.